Hi everybody, Deanna here. I'm going to do a quick remake of creating the album cover for the recipe book. Yesterday when I created the other one, my measurements weren't quite right and I wanted to correct that now. So what I've got here is 112 high by 10 3/8 wide. And my center one is 12 inches by 5 5/8. And my last piece, number 3, is 12 by 12. This should correct the problem I had running into my seams there. So let's get these connected. I've pre-taped them. So this is 1/2 inch score tape. We're just going to line that up, top and bottom, and press that down. This should correct this should put this center one, ouch, hate when those go right up into my nail, the center one right in the center of the back piece. Again, we're going to line that up and press it down. All right. Now, our first piece is 9 15/16 by 8. I've got these pre-taped today. Let me see if I can get something here to grab these with. Save my nail here. And this is just 1/2 inch score tape on here. There we go. We're going to use some glue. I've also gone along just like I did yesterday, and I have scored 1 inch on each of these edges here, just to kind of give the paper a chance to start being used to being manipulated a little bit, start breaking up those fibers. And this is Art Glitter Glue. Very reliable glue. The problem is it can't be shipped during the winter. It's not freeze stable for those who live in states that may freeze. So I'm going to line this right up here. Oops, let me put my cover up here. Line it right up here in the corner along my score lines. All the way up. Should match up pretty good. All right, let's flip this over and press out. I'm going to zoom out just a little bit here so you have a better view. Here we go. There we go. That might be better. Press around that glue. Make sure that tape doesn't have any air bubbles under it. Anything that lines that might be created by you rubbing this is going to be covered by your decorative cardstock. So we're going to lay 1/4 inch tape here, right there, just to give us a guide to line up against. And this is something I could not pre-do because it would, if I'm off a little bit, then that would be off. All right. You can also just use your ruler. You can just use a ruler, lay it down here, and then 1/4 inch, which won't hurt. I'll use that too. How about that? It'll give me some. So this is the 2 inch by 10 inch piece. That's the second one you're going to use. Oopsie. Try not to touch my tape there. There we go. Anytime you touch your tape, you're leaving oils from your hands. I always try to make sure I don't put on any hand lotions and that I wash my hands prior to doing any of my books or any of my projects that's going to use, especially any tape. You do not want to get your oils on your tape because that will prohibit them from working properly. So we're just going to line that up. Press it down. A little glue squeezes out. That's not going to hurt anything. Let's flip this over. give this a little squeeze. And see, our first one is right under there. So that lined up nicely. Yesterday it was just a little close to the edge for my taste. Now see, I can feel it right in here, and it's right here. So that is right in the center of that smaller piece. And now we're going to go. In fact, I'm just going to use the ruler. I'm not going to mess with the tape just to make this a little faster. All right. We're going to go with our next big one. This is 10 by 8. Our first one, remember, was cut about 1/16 of an inch smaller. And that's going to allow for when the book is folded shut. It's going to allow for that difference there so that your book is not spread apart. And I apologize for having to do this. I thought I had my measurements figured out to do it correct the first time, but it didn't, so I wanted to redo it to correct it so that you didn't have the same problem I did. And it will probably work fine. I just didn't want to take a chance. There we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Pull that up. My line is off there for some reason. That is weird. That's even. All right, there we go. For some reason that was off a little bit. I don't mind a little bit, but that looked like it was off quite a bit. 1/4 of an inch. Right here. All right. Press. And this one will go quite a bit faster than yesterday's because I pre-taped everything, and I should have done that yesterday too. But I'm a little newer at doing the videos. And until you're doing a video, you don't realize how long something takes. And see, now this one landed right in the center of that where I wanted it to be. Before it was right on the edge, and I just didn't like that. And we had to cut off the end piece anyway. So might as well just adjust and do that. All right. This is our next 2-inch piece. And these are actually the spines. Yeah, we're going to put some glue on there. Here we go. Now we're only going to run this one as far today as folding it in. All right. And actually, you don't even need to see that much once you get this here. This is where the mistake was made. And we're going to line that 1/4 of an inch right up down here and make sure it's on above our fold there. Whoops, that's crooked. Let's see here. I don't have a 1/4 inch up here. Here we go. Something is very crooked today. I'm just saying here. Alright, that's a little over 1/4 of an inch. There we go. Alright, let's flip it back. Press. And then this is our last piece. This is 4 inches by 10 inches. And I wanted to make this video as short as possible. Like I said, I just wanted to correct my mistake from yesterday. So this is the best way to do it. Just to go in and right and show you. So sometimes if you just try to, what I did was I tried not to cut it because I wanted to cut it with you guys. And if I would have cut it, then I would have realized my mistake. So, all right. Ruler, there we go. 1/4 of an inch. And we should be, it looks like we're going to have just a little tiny bit of extra here, which is not a big deal. There we go. It's 1/4 of an inch. And we're going to get this squeezed over there a little bit, 1/4 of an inch. Yeah, it's not a big deal. All right, press that down, flip it over, and then the rest will be the same as in the other video. I just wanted to correct that. So now our two things we put together, one is meeting right here in the center of this 2-inch piece. The other one is right in the center of your 10 by 8 inch back piece. So now the rest of the video is the same, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye.